2014, we invited 12 of the country's thought leaders and cultural commentators to nominate an object which they felt was most beautiful. This object had to have been created in the last year in South Africa. We did give the nominators quite free rein in terms of what they consider to be an object, as well as what they consider the term or the notion of beauty to be.
Having the opportunity to nominate for the most beautiful object is always a challenge, because there's so many beautiful designs coming through, and I always look at kind of back to some of the really strong pieces that stood out.
I think the thing about the most beautiful object in South Africa that I really like is that it's like a summary of all the beautiful things and the creative stuff that people have designed in 1 year in South Africa. And I think if it wasn't for most beautiful object in South Africa, there's a lot of stuff that would fly under the radar that we'd never hear about, from architecture to film to actual product design. And I think that's the most exciting part of it. I have to say, even though I nominated one of the pieces, I think there's some really exciting stuff. I absolutely love the Dr. and Mrs. Cabinet, and I think that the surfboards by the little surfboard stand that Jasper Eel did, that Chris Roper nominated, is just absolutely divine.
This year we had a very varied offering in terms of the nominations that we did receive. This included fashion, furniture, film, music videos and jewelry. Ultimately, the winner for Most Beautiful Object is decided by the public. This year, the award for Most Beautiful Object actually went to a short fashion film called Steam 1886 by Mercury Productions.
Hi, my name is Adrian Lazarus, and together with my co-director Nicky Felbert, we produced and directed a fashion film called Steam 1886 that has just won the Most Beautiful Object in South Africa award at the Design Indaba 2014. This movie was done as a collaboration with a bunch of friends, just as a fun project before season, where we could bring our own expression to the party, because generally when we work for clients, it's always about it's all about what they want, whereas we're all creative and we get put into a little box, and finally we were able to do something that we wanted to. So we put this little movie together and entered it into the Miami Fashion Film Festival, and along with the Miami Fashion Film Festival there's the International Fashion Film Awards, which happens once a year. So it's done really nicely for us. We're really happy with how it's gone. When you get grouped together with so many different amazing designs, and they're all absolutely different, so eclectic, this whole mix. So you don't know where you stand, you absolutely don't. But we went out and we canvassed people that we knew and Facebooked it and asked people to look at it. If they liked it, please vote. Turns out a couple of people voted, so we're quite happy with it. And steampunk is a really huge genre. It's huge, but not much of it around. You'd see the odd waistcoat and you see the odd feather in a little hat, and it would appear in Wild Wild West, which is with Will Smith and maybe Jules Verne, but no one's really gone for it really. And we wrote it in a couple of hours, decided that what we wanted to do above anything else, wanted to just do beautiful footage, lovely shallow depth of field, a lot of movement in the shots.